Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. Thanks to Jean Zamit for the makeup of Sarah and Becky in the studio. Additional thanks to Vortex for the clothing worn by Sarah and Becky in the studio. This week on Flip the Venue, we have a very international couple with an unfamiliar culture and traditions for our team to accommodate. How will they get on? Let's find out.
Welcome to another program of Flip the Venue. One of my favorite venues, this beautiful palazzo. I know you've seen a few of them, but every time it's a different style setup. Today's clients are getting married actually in a church, and this is going to be just opposite this venue. So they will just cross the road after the ceremony and come to this beautiful palazzo. Audrey and Oliver are a stunning, beautiful couple, young couple, and they have a gorgeous daughter called Aluna. It's been an absolute pleasure corresponding with them, meeting them in Malta before the wedding. They live between the Philippines and the US, and impressive. They had people come from all over the world for their wedding in Malta.
The couple's itinerary is different from previous and requires some research and compromise.
It is 11 o'clock in the morning. We're starting now the full setup. Some setup in the background has had to already have started because it takes very long to do fairy lights. So that started way in advance, but we did not need to be here because we met them on site before and gave them a very good brief.
Our betrothed have already settled well into Malta, as we're already on the third day of their celebrations.
The first day they had a cruise in the Grand Harbour and a night's function out of that. Second day they had a lovely pre-wedding at a Seaview venue. The third day was the wedding, and the fourth they had a quick brunch to say bye to everybody before they all flew out again. So we're already getting used to all their guests now and their family and their friends. As you can see, the setup has started already on the side, and we're immediately going to proceed to do a quick brief with Vincenzo and Adrian here so they can set off now and start the dinner setup. So, let's go.
It's not just Sarah and her team who have to make cultural accommodations. The venue also have a lot to consider.
When you have international clients, of course you will understand immediately that you might adopt to their culture. So the kind of food that they are expecting from us, the kind of welcome that they are expecting from us. So we adopt even with the briefing at the staff in particular, how we are going to behave. Some cultures have special disciplines in their way of doing. So for example, if the waiters usually pass through the middle of the event, this way they pass through the perimeter of the event. We also communicate with signals. So basically a signal to pour water, a signal to pour the wine, a signal to step away from table, and when it's time to serve the first course. Everything is synchronized.
And with everything in place, let's start the flip.
Okay, so we need to start the setup. Whoever has been following us for quite a few episodes now, they've seen the palazzo set up differently every time. Last time our dinner setup was on that side of the garden, very original. But today we're going with a little bit more of a traditional setup, but with a few twists.
Sure.
In fact, we had a pre-wedding meeting here, and Vincenzo did sit with us. And he came up with the idea of splitting the bars, which I really liked.
Yes.
Very professional from your end. One, cocktails take longer to do than a gin and tonic or a glass of wine or a glass of orange juice. Okay, so when you have these type of cocktails, it is very important that you have the bar staff knowledgeable to do them and dare to be able to produce them with a flow. So if somebody, I like to explain and give even hints for whoever's planning his own wedding, remember these things. When someone is going just for a glass of wine or a gin and tonic at the bar, but the persons in front of him are ordering 3 or 4 cocktails, this person's gonna wait for 10 minutes. Is it fun?
Or more.
Or more. If the cocktail is done well, it takes time to do a nice cocktail. So, thank you, Vincenzo, for recommending this. We have decided and the couple agreed to split the bars today. So we'll have an international bar there and we'll have the cocktails there. In the meantime, we'll following you setting up, and if I have anything I need done, the usual guys, please. I'm seeing that umbrella there, that umbrella there. These freestanding, I need them gone. You know me. Tidy, start clearing.
A nice service.
Excellent. So adjourned in an hour.
1 hour.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank
You're welcome, Sarah. Gentle and done.
After the break, we'll continue with the setup on what looks like to be a wonderful day. And we have an interview with the couple later to look forward to. See you after the break. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. Follow us on social media at Flip the Venue. The couple, team, and venue are doing something a little different with Palazzo's ballroom. Instead of using it for the ceremony, as per usual, they're using it as an actual ballroom.
So, today, we have something totally different here. All we are going to do is have a bistro there and a bistro there. The high cocktail tables, so that when they come in to take pictures, this is going to be like a photo op room.
Exactly.
Even family
And you
pictures.
have the first dance here.
So over here, no, they're gonna be dancing before they go down. You're gonna dance with me or no? No. Here, center. So we need this center all clear. The guests will be around the room and they will be dancing here just before they go down. So
The fact that we work with a lot of international clients and different cultures and more than cultures, different traditions, I would say. Sometimes something new comes in and sometimes it ends up working better than our usual system. So we adopt it and we say obviously adopt it according to the next client or to whoever.
So up here today, for once, the ballroom is going to be a ballroom.
Okay.
And they're actually going to dance in the ballroom. So that's amazing. Not much we need to do here, but Bex, let's start. We have boxes
We
of
have
knickknacks
A
of
lot of
theirs.
things.
Let's get it
They've got
sorted.
the very nice napkins.
Yes, let's
and
get
all
these
this.
things sorted because they're annoying me a little bit. That's those boxes. Let's just sort out
There.
everything. Off we go.
What?
We still have energy.
It's still ladies, yeah?
Today is really good. I have very nice
Well,
clients.
as much fun as it is watching Sarah and Bex descend the palace stairs in synchronized unison, perhaps we should head down to the garden and get some context on what really made this wedding unique.
Look how cool this is. Regal refreshments. Look how cool the bar. They use Maltese names. The king, Re, il principessa, the princess, and the queen. Basically because they have a Luna, their daughter. So it's the king, the queen, and so cool. So this will put on the bar down here where the cocktails are.
And now, let's see what the cat brought in. That's the one. Over to you, Sarah.
Look what the cat brought in. Hello.
Time.
Hello, darling.
Hi.
How are you?
Loaded.
Had a nice snooze. She came so late.
No. Been working all morning.
Becky was dealing with a lovely site visit for some gorgeous clients of ours this morning, so I'm only taking the Mickey. And Mickey.
And then...
But all went well?
Yes, they're really nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
With the team here, things are going extremely smoothly today.
Oh And there we go, doing the laborious work, which we love doing. We'll see you later when the rules split. Unless you want to watch us.
No, no, no. No, thank you. But this time-lapse will suffice. We'll leave them to it and catch up after the break. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. With the setup coming to a close, and an exclusive behind-the-scenes peek at the ceremony to look forward to, Sarah takes us on a tour to show us the unique perspective of our international couple.
So, today's flowers are very much to my liking. Although weddings tend to have pastels and whites, and those are very nice too and very classic. But sometimes when a bride and groom go with bold colors, I love it because it's a change. It's a different story to the wedding. In fact, the colors today are orange, yellow, reds, very vibrant. It's a beautiful day today. It's very summery, but also getting into autumn, which is perfect timing for this wedding. So I'm really happy because it's different and it's a different change. We have a gorgeous arch here. And then we have the special touch of the fairy lights. So we often have fairy lights in this venue, and the reason being that this lovely long gazebo, once it gets dark, needs something to give it atmosphere. So during the day we appreciate all the gorgeous greenery that they've been growing over the years, which is getting nicer and nicer every year. But when it gets dark, the greenery gets a bit lost, so we like to add fairy lights. This is the first time we're having the fairy lights like covering the ceilings. These clients agreed to go ahead with this. We suggested the middle, and then they were like, no, what about the sides as well? So it was really good because they upped it and it makes it look so magical. And we have future requests for this, so it's good to finally have it all set up and not just imagine it.
There are still some details to figure out. The team have realised that last-minute changes have left them with a non-symmetrical table placement, and as trivial as that might seem, it is very annoying to Sarah.
Adrian, can I speak to you a second, please? You know me, I like to have everything symmetrical. There's a big gap here. We need to move this one a bit more here. Make them equidistant before the chairs come.
Symmetry is important for every single wedding. And sometimes it's really clearly visible. So like if you walk into the lawn and you see the tables are not the same. But if especially there are drone footage, any aerial footage whatsoever, symmetry is super, super important.
Equidistant. This needs to move a bit. Only this. 1, 2, 3 are good. A little bit here. That's all. And the we need to change something small, Vincenzo. You can help us.
Yes, sure.
Don't change. The plates are the same.
No, check.
So,
don't just change number. I feel like if we do that, and then they look really different, because this is obviously because they have more tables.
6. Yes, it's true, Vincenzo. Look at that one with 6. But then 1, 2, 3 are not the closest.
So this needs to come here. And then 2 and 3, 4 and 5.
I would have done 1, 2, 3. And 4 and 5.
That one comes in between here. Between these two.
Perfect, Vincenzo. 1, 2, 3. The 4 will go there, and the 5 here.
It needs to look somehow the same.
These have to be spaced out a bit more. I'll leave it to you. Stay like that.
No, don't.
So, summary of what is happening is very easy. We are getting there. We changed a little bit the sweetheart table to be smaller. We've organized the distance between the tables. Now we let the palazzo do their work and do their job. We are good to go for the church. We leave for the church at 3:25. So at about 3 o'clock, Bex and I will start getting ready. That's around about in an hour, right? Then Becky takes over, and all you need to do is check the place names. If there are high chairs, that's all. The rest is done. We are ready.
And just some floral left.
floral left, which you will monitor. So we're good to go. So now we can have a little bit of a breather, maybe eat something very quickly, and then finish off. Yeah, good? Okay.
There is one difference between our more generic weddings and this one. Something both Sarah and our audience have not seen before.
Now, one last thing before I have to rush to go get ready and Becky takes over. You might have noticed in the background a couple of big screens. So their culture is something very typical of the culture, the couple explained to us, is that the videographers will quickly edit part of the wedding and show it up on screens during the dinner. So we have one positioned next to the sweetheart table so everyone can see it, and one here when they are dancing. And this is going to be very nice because very different as well. We don't really have this in the Maltese culture, but for them it is super important that they're seeing, the guests are already seeing past images and videos of what they've experienced, and probably will see snippets of the days before as well on screen. So looking forward to that as well. A bit of a change and a bit of a difference. Always important to accommodate different cultures and their different requests.
Luckily for us, this video will be featured at the end of this very episode. So stay tuned for an intimate look at our couple's wedding. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. And now a Flip exclusive. We get a behind-the-scenes look at the church service as Sarah pulls off all the necessary preparations.
I watched Family Adams yesterday. There we go. No, this is Noel. This is my sound guy goes. I feel like Wednesday now. Anyway, the church, I always say, is harder than a 9-hour reception. Why? Because during a mass, if something goes wrong, it's visible to absolutely everyone. If something crops up in the reception or at the venue, you have time to fix it and nobody even knows.
And now we'll have a look at some of the wedding planner's responsibilities we do not normally think of.
I organized a huge group photo outside to give you time to go to the palazzo. Okay. So I will, yes, success. I prepared your chairs. They're ready. So, shall we recap again? Right, there are epic processional.
Procession, are they coming in twos or more?
Man and woman, but I will let them go half and then the other half. Okay, so if you could please find a place where there isn't a place name, because that's reserved, when there's an order of service. Thank you so much. Like that, it's more intimate. You understand? Cheeky. One front. No. You need to sit where there are these so that we have everybody together. Otherwise, the church will look huge and empty. So anywhere you like, you can go, as long as there's no place name.
While Sarah attends to the church, Becky takes care of the palazzo wedding reception and dinner venue.
Upstairs, I think they're ready.
Upstairs, we only had 2 bistros in the ballroom, and then the usual.
Sofas and the biscuit.
And Bex went to check.
And I put the cake. No.
Okay, I'll just put the top there.
Yes, okay?
All right, okay. And then I'll do that. I'll tell you after.
It's perfect. Looks so.
Just want the bus off the side.
Good. That's how it should be. You look the brother of the groom.
Yes. Can I take this up?
Yes, you too. Please. And put them there. They will come in the video otherwise. This is a horrible vision. It will unfold very prettily, okay? So Michelle, Jordan, Monica, then Elena, Paulina, and Emily, and then Toria and Alexi are a bit further up. So the ladies on that side and the men on this side. Let me tell you a little trick. Your heart is where the flower is. And the woman should always be on the side of your heart. Okay? So very romantic, very nice. If you can't see him, he can't see you. Let's go
After the break, we'll finally talk to the couple and see the traditional wedding video showed to their guests that left many guests in tears. Flip the Venue is brought to you by Casa Pinta, Vortex, and Palazzo Parisio. Thanks to Jean Zamit for the makeup of Sarah and Becky in the studio. Additional thanks to Vortex for the clothing worn by Sarah and Becky in the studio. And finally, it's time for the couple to see all of Sarah's great work.
Hey, you deserve it. You have beautiful color. This is incredible. Have more now.
We met in college. We had class together.
We joined some clubs together in the university, and that's how we kind of got close. And I took her to IHOP as our first date.
Our 9 a.m. class was canceled. And we've been together since.
Yeah, it's about 13 years now. So.
Yes. We've been coordinating this for, about a year, and Sarah made it everything that we could have possibly wanted. We had little drawings and PowerPoint slides for her to see it all come to life, and all together with our friends. It's incredible.
She's the creative one.
He's the planner.
You got the fairy lights, did all the flowers, you did a lot of logistics.
No, you did. I love you.
This is how I hope the rest of our lives are going to go. It's such a successful event so far, and I know it will be until 1 a.m. So we're just super excited to celebrate with our friends and family who flew all over the world to Malta, to this venue, to this church, and kind of celebrate our love today. So.
Ollie and I are both writing our vows right now. I started last night. I got a little, but got formalized.
What do you have so far?
Oh, Oliver, you're my best friend. Oliver, you are my best friend. I knew that it was going to be forever when you took me on this group Valentine's date and you brought me to dessert first because you wanted to make sure I didn't get too full for sweet because I love sweet. And I thought, okay, that's it. This is probably the guy for me. Sorry, I'm already crying.
Thank you so much, Oliver, for bringing two girls into our family. Audrey, you are beautiful. And you're such a wonderful daughter-in-law.
I'm crying.
Audrey, I love you so much, and I just feel like I'm so happy for you that you like found someone to really like give you all the love that you deserve. Because Oliver's such a great guy, and I honestly don't even remember the first time I met Oliver because it just feels like he's always been in our family.
From what I saw from the deepest part of my heart, Audrey made Oliver super happy, and what more could I ask for such an amazing guy, to meet such an amazing woman, to create such an amazing child. Hold on.
Put it out.
Let's go back How's that? Does that look okay there?
Stop.
Lovely? Okay, how do I get it to stay now?
From the first time I met you in New York, I saw your mild and gentle demeanor. That's why Audrey chose you. Through the years, you've shown me what extent you will go to take care of Audrey, of Aluna, of your family, of our family, and even all the people that is dear to Audrey.
To believe they never won. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweet Caroline. Child never seems so good. So good. I've been inclined to believe they never would.
I want to spend the rest of our lives together. I want to take care of you in sickness and in health, just like you've already done for me so many times. I want to bring you the same happiness that you bring to me, that she brings to me, that you both bring me every day for the rest of our lives. And I want us to live every day like it's an adventure, just like we've always done. I hope we can keep doing this for the rest of our lives because I'm so happy with you. I love you. I love you so much. Can't wait to marry you today.
I will always be here to listen, to be by your side, to always say goodnight, to always say I love you, and just to be there every single day for anything you need. And I will always make sure that I listen first and always be honest and, you know, to be actually useful with Aluna.
I declare you men and wise. You can kiss your wives now, Gamons.
You're so spontaneous, so creative. I can't wait to grow old with you, so. You see me crying? Love you too.
Where were we? Ah, yes. Next time on Flip the Venue. It's part 1 of our final double episode.
Hello, good morning.
It makes everything shine. Well, that's done.
The team have 2 venues to flip. And it's our last setup of the season. Don't miss it.